Joining me now is Democratic Representative from Florida, our friend Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She is a member of the House Appropriations Committee and former DNC chair. Congresswoman, I've got to get your reaction to this and what you worry about this being potential repercussions.
Well, I will tell you, as someone who represents a very large Colombian American community, that is certainly not going to make my constituents happy. Trade with Colombia here in Florida is significant, but more importantly, not only does this not do anything to reduce costs around people's kitchen table, if I were Donald Trump, the last thing that I would want to do is raise people's price of chocolate. That just seems like something that is a really bad idea. Two things that people need every day. And beyond that, Colombia is a significant trading partner with us. And I think, honestly, I don't agree with a lot of what President Petro says, but he's right when he says that Donald Trump needs to make sure that he adopts a dignified immigration policy that treats people with the dignity that they deserve, not engaging in the kind of deportation and immigration policy where he's going after people who came here legally as a higher priority than people who didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, because in addition to targeting immigrants who entered illegally, Trump is also ending Biden-era humanitarian programs that allowed hundreds of thousands of migrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haiti to legally and temporarily live here in the United States. How much chaos does it create when the definition of an illegal immigrant changes?
He's shifting the sands under the feet of people who are really in a desperate situation to begin with. These are people who followed a legal process that was established for them so that we could make sure we addressed the mass border crossings and people coming to the border. By the way, people who are coming to our border crossings are also offering themselves legally and trying to be paroled into the country. Repeal of the parole program for Haiti, Nicaragua, Cuba, and Venezuela just completely ignores the fact that all of those countries have dangerous conditions that make it impossible for those people who their nationals who are in our country to return. And again, I mean, Donald Trump, I understand that immigration is a priority and border security is priority, but prioritizing people who came here through a legal pathway flies in the face of everything he said and is completely hypocritical. And it spreads law enforcement and our military far more thinly than we should be.
On to another topic. I'm curious your reaction to Trump firing 18 inspectors general overnight on Friday. I mean, that law requires the White House to inform Congress of its intentions 30 days before the IGs are removed. Senator Lindsey Graham earlier today said Trump technically violated the law. So can Congress do anything? Does it have any recourse? Can Trump's actions be undone? And then if so, for how long? I mean, 28 days that maybe remain since he did that?
I mean, the law that we tightened in 2022 was designed to specifically address a potential action like Donald Trump took on Friday night. Firing indiscriminately without notice to Congress, without justification, violates federal law and demonstrates that Donald Trump has no interest in having independent watchdogs actually review the decisions that are made in each federal agency. That's what inspectors general are for. They're to hold the administration accountable and have an independent Senate-confirmed individual who is going to objectively review those decisions. And he clearly doesn't want to have decisions he's making reviewed, and so he doesn't care whether his actions are lawful or not. He's just going to throw as much stuff up on the wall and see what sticks. But I'm sure there were going to be legal consequences. Certainly, these inspectors general can sue for their jobs. And there are other avenues as well.
Let's talk about Elon Musk, who appeared virtually at a rally on Saturday for Germany's far-right party, which he has praised before. He called to preserve German culture and said, quote, children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, let alone their great-grandparents. Are you concerned about his role and influence in this administration?
I mean, Elon Musk's actions, you really just have to use the, if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, quacks like one, it's probably a duck. He has platformed anti-Semites, used his social media platform, which was among the largest in the world, to be able to highlight and profile and platform bigots, anti-Semites, racists, and haters. And now he's gone and made a surprise visit at the conference of the modern-day Nazi Party. He's engaged in anti-Semitic speech and actions himself. And this is who Donald Trump is pulling in as a close ally and someone who he's collaborating with. All of this, the last 6 days, have done absolutely nothing to address people's prices, the high cost of living, reducing grocery prices, dealing with people's kitchen table economic issues. Nothing, whether it's firing inspectors general, mass deportations, repealing the NIH studies, and eliminating foreign assistance in vital countries around the world. None of that does what Donald Trump promised he would do, and that is focus on bringing people's costs down.
Can I just say as an aside, I was listening to your commentary on Elon Musk, and I remind viewers that his son-in-law is Jewish, and his much-loved daughter, Ivanka, has converted to Judaism. So yeah.
He dined with, Alex, he dined with anti-Semites at his own dinner table. He pardoned anti-Semites just last Monday. Donald Trump cavorts with anti-Semites. No one should be surprised.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz, we'll see you again.